I am in a big trouble. How do I explain my future generation that in this match between Portugal and Germany, Portugal scored 4 goals and still ended up on a losing side, losing by 4-2? How do I explain? Please give me a way out. For those who have seen the match, they know what I am talking about. 2 own goals. The first 2 goals which Germany scored were scored by Portugal players. Own goals. Before that, there was a goal cancelled. Germany's goal was cancelled. And this group, Group F, which everyone said was the group of death, has lived up to its billing now. Just imagine the group. France 4 points, Germany 3, Portugal 3 and Hungary 1. Anyone on the last match, they can end up anywhere on the league table. That's what makes it interesting. That's why I named this group of breath, because it's providing breath, a fresh breath of air to the tournament. But Germany deserved to win this match at least by 5 goals, because they were continuously pressing, as if that loss against France, where by the way they themselves scored an own goal, I think they got re-energized. They took the revenge on Portugal. And Portugal, who haven't won a match against Germany for 21 long years, couldn't break the jinx. Ronaldo broke one jinx though with a beautiful counter-attack, team goal, which Ronaldo started off, and then Bernardo Silva with a beautiful ball lobbed pass to Diogo Jota, who controlled and laid it off for Ronaldo for a tap-in. That beautiful counter-attack goal was the only thing Portugal did right in the entire match, I guess. Because in the first half, it seemed that waves and waves and waves of attacks, and it seemed that Manchester City were playing a team like Southampton. Like Portugal was all at sea. Their star-studded team, this team is star-studded, but their defense was totally at sea. Rui Patricio must be thinking that what has suddenly happened to our great defenders Ruben Dias, Pepe and Gosens. Gosens, the player whom Ronaldo didn't give a jersey while playing in CDA, didn't exchange the jersey after Atalanta played beautifully against Juventus and Ronaldo was angry, that's why he went off. Didn't need a jersey in this game. He was everywhere. From the start of the match, he scored a brilliant goal, which was offside because Gnabry was offside before that goal happened. Till the end. Look at Germany's first goal. It was his cross which went inside due to a deflection from Ruben Dias, but he put the ball in the dangerous area. Second goal again Portugal considered due to a clearance which went inside the goal, Rafael Guerreiro. Third goal again from left side, the attack happened and a beautiful cross which just needed a tap in from Kai Havertz. Again, Gosens, the assist provider. And the fourth goal with a brilliant rocket header. Again, Gosens. So if Ronaldo doesn't give you a jersey, don't offer him Coke, by the way. You don't need a jersey. You can score goals or assist goals. That's enough. And Portugal's midfield was not there. Danilo was not working. The defense was totally inactive. Bernardo Silva was substituted at half time, and then Bruno Fernandes also was taken off. So the whole midfield became inactive. Renato Sanchez came in, provided a little bit of pace, hit a crossbar once. That could have been a best goal of the tournament. Ronaldo provided an assist from a very difficult angle to Diogo Jota. Portugal made it 4-2, but Germany already had it under control because neither were Portugal showing spice in their attack, nor was the Germany defense looking shaky, unlike the France game. So the beautiful game, beautifully set up the last match day. And remember, the second place team of this group will play the winner of Group D. The D is the group where England, Croatia are playing. So anybody can play anybody. England will have an eye on this group, but this is beautifully set up for a mammoth encounter on the last day. My prediction is that France will still beat Portugal the way France is playing. So Portugal might go in as the third place team because 4 best third place teams are qualifying, and Germany I feel will get the better of Hungary with the game they are playing. Their midfield, the way they are attacking, all these attacking midfielders and the strikers, Havertz, Muller got shots on goal, Gnabry got shots on goal, Kroos was brilliant, Gosens I have already told you about it, then Kimmich was there. The way they, with quick passing, quick accuracy, through balls, crosses, with everything happening, I feel the old Germany team is somewhat back now, and that will make it very, very interesting. Can Portugal get a draw against France? That will again change the equation of the group. It will be very interesting to see which team finishes on which spot. Can Hungary somehow hang on with their stubborn defense against Germany? That would also be a great thing to see. All in all, this is set up for a brilliant finish of the group stage. For now, I'll take your leave. If you like this content of the video, please like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for regular notifications anytime any video is uploaded. For now, goodbye.